Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Karen, and this channel started all about the keto diet. Now I've kind of ventured out to anything beauty, health, fitness related. Today's video, I guess you consider it health related. It is about my journey with basal cell carcinoma, which is a type of skin cancer. So the past 5 months, I have had 4 Mohs procedures to remove basal cells off different parts of my body. But my whole skin cancer journey started back probably like 9 years ago when I had my first basal cell on my shoulder. I don't know which one it is, but I have a scar somewhere on one of my shoulders. Let's see. Yep, there it is, right there, that little scar. That was my first basal cell. I was like 37, something like that. And I thought nothing of it. I knew what it was. There was a little sore on my shoulder. It wasn't healing. You know, I'm familiar with skin cancers around the eye, so I knew exactly what it was. I went in, had it biopsied. It came back positive. They did an excision where they just removed a large area around the skin cancer. And I think they prescribed me fluorouracil cream to use twice a day after, just to make sure that we got everything, and that was it. Never thought of it again. The scar bothered me a little bit, but it was nothing. I kind of forgot all about it. So then fast forward to the end of 2019, I had a little lesion on my back, like right where the waistband was. It just, same thing. It was like, I thought it was a scratch at first, wouldn't heal, kept coming back in the same spot. So basal cells, they don't look like, when you think skin cancer, you think of a big brown asymmetric mole, you know, that just looks very dark. That's not a basal cell. Basal cell is usually like more pink looking, raw, bleeds, itches, and just keeps coming back like in the same spot. So it could heal and go away for like a month, and then all of a sudden it's back right there in the same spot. Then you know something is up. So you really need to get that lesion biopsied as soon as possible. Now, basal cell isn't very dangerous because it doesn't metastasize, it doesn't go to lymph nodes and other parts of the body, but it can cause a lot of local damage. If you research basal cell on the nose, I mean, people lose like half their nose. You can see all the way in. It's horrible. It's very deforming if you let them grow. So best to get them biopsied as soon as you see them. So back to the lesion on my back. I think the first time I really realized it was, we went to Key West and I took one of those bikini shots, like over the, if I can find it, I'll put it, but I took it over my back and I saw a red mark there. And I'm like, that's never been there. What is that? And that's when it started like irritating me and rubbing on my waistband of all my jeans and shorts and stuff, and didn't heal. So I went and got it biopsied probably like maybe February of 2020. And the biopsy results came back right as lockdowns happened. So the doctor was like, you know, it's a basal cell. It doesn't look like it's going to be fast growing. It's not really aggressive type. So you can hold off until things calm down and then we'll take care of it. So the biopsy actually removed the whole lesion. It was gone. We couldn't even find it. When I finally went back in September, I went back because I had a lesion on my eyebrow that I knew was a basal cell. I discovered it, I guess, end of July, and it was the summer, and you know, I didn't want to deal with it right then in the summer. I wanted to wait until the summer was over. So it was September when I went for the biopsy of this, and she saw it in the record. She's like, oh, we never took care of the one on your back. I'm like, well, it's gone. I'm like, I can't even find it anymore. Sorry, first interruption. So yeah, skin cancer on my back. That's what we were talking about. Completely went away with the biopsy. She had to actually go back to the picture of it from the office and find the spot according to where my tattoo was and how far away it was. And she found like the tiniest little white scar from the biopsy and said, we need to go and do Mohs on this now. I don't know why they needed Mohs when it was completely gone. She said it's probably growing deeper and that's why. But the Mohs for my back was simple. One pass, they did one cut, checked it, it was clean, I was done. I didn't even need stitches. I think he did stitch like a little type of fake skin over it just for the first week, and then I went back and he removed the skin, but it's a circle, it's not a line scar. I'll show you. Where are you? Right there. See that little dot? A little circle. Okay, so that was that one. No big deal. But now the one that brought me into the office was this one. So this one over my forehead was pretty aggressive. I remember just putting a hat on for the end of the summer, trying to keep it covered because it was growing fast. And they recommended that I get a plastic surgeon to do the closure. What an ordeal, trying to find a Mohs surgeon and a plastic surgeon to coordinate the same day. Pain in the butt. Finally found somebody. So it wasn't until November. So I went for the biopsy in September, had the one on my back done probably late September, early October. Couldn't get the coordinated plastic surgeon and Mohs surgeon on the same day until like November 4th or 5th. So I went in, I got this removed. I'm gonna show you all the footage of it. This was tough. This was deep. It went like into the muscle. It was painful, the recovery. They don't prescribe any painkillers for Mohs surgery, but I feel like if it goes deep enough to a muscle, you really should get some kind of stronger pain medication because the extra strength Tylenol is not cutting it. All right, that you'll see my footage on that. And if you are squeamish at all when it comes to blood or stitches, you probably, I'll give you like a warning before I'm gonna start my footage before it gets bloody, but you probably wanna just like skip to the end because it gets kind of gross. I love this stuff, you know, I try to watch it and I would stitch it myself if I could, but obviously I can't. But yeah, I love seeing pictures. Like my friend just had her skin cancer done. She showed me, she's like, I don't know if you wanna see this. I'm like, yeah, I do, send it, I wanna see it. I like that stuff. I don't know, I'm crazy. All right, so I'm gonna show you the footage of all of my Mohs surgeries. So the one that like really upset me, this one, it was bad, it was deep. My eyebrow was like up in the air for a while. I was afraid it wasn't gonna come down, but if you see it now, like either I got used to it or they're not that bad. It was like whoosh, way up. So I was gonna like lift this one to match that one, and now I'm kind of used to it. So it doesn't bother me as much. There is a scar left over. My dermatologist was recommending some CO2 laser, like an ablative laser, just to kind of smooth out that scar, but I'm not gonna do anything right now. I'm just done. I'm done with holes in my face. I'm done with hiding my face. I'm done for now, so taking a break. The one that hurt me the most, like mentally, was this one. Not physically, but it was just right on my lip, and we had just taken masks off, and I hate masks, and I was done with masks, and then I have this, and I did have to wear a mask at work, I think the first day that I went back with my stitches, and it was irritating, it was hot, it was annoying. So yeah, I couldn't eat for like 3 days. I was drinking just liquid because I wanted to keep my lip as still as possible, because when you have stitches, you really don't want to move it too much. You know, the stiller you can keep that area, the better the scar will be, but it was almost impossible. Like I didn't talk for like 3 days. I couldn't laugh, I couldn't smile, and I love smiling. So this was emotionally the toughest one for me. It is healing nice. It's only been, when did I get it done? Early March. So about a month and a half. No makeup. When you see the pictures of it done, you're gonna say, wow, it looks so much better. But you get used to things too. So if you're going through this and you got diagnosed with a basal cell, expect it to look horrible. You know, when they do it, you're gonna have a huge hole, much bigger than what you ever thought, but they wanna get it all. Don't get discouraged. I feel like the stitches look bad, but once they come out, your face heals really well, and you get used to seeing things. Like when you have a scar, it's gonna look horrible at first, and then you just get used to it. So it's not the end of the world. Don't be depressed. Don't get upset. You're gonna be okay. I'm okay. We're all gonna be okay. So if you're watching this and you have a Mohs procedure coming up, don't worry about it. It is gonna look horrible, but it's gonna get better. So just have patience and you're gonna be fine. All right, so let me tell you the story about this. This is a little scary. This kind of freaked me out. When I was having this one done, I had 2 people tell me, oh yeah, I had a basal cell here and then I had one here. And I'm like, I remember back when I was getting facials done before the whole shutdown, before coronavirus, I had a spot like right here that wasn't healing. And I said it was there maybe like a month, and it should have healed by then. So I said to the esthetician that was doing, is that what you call them? That was doing my facial, can you just pick at that area, see if there's something under there? I don't know, hair, something ingrown. I feel like there's something bothering me here. So she picked at it. She's like, oh yeah, there was a little, I think she called it amelia, I don't know. She said there was a little something there. I got it out. She expressed it, whatever, never came back, went away. You'll see I did lip filler. Like after I had this done, I went for my first lip filler. I have a video, I'll put it up. My lips came out awesome. I have all these close-ups of my lips healing. You can look at the close, there is no sign of anything. No red mark, no scar, no nothing. I just remembered exactly where the spot was. So I took a pair of beauty scissors and I made a hole right where I remembered the spot to be. And I went in and I asked for a biopsy. I didn't want to go in and just say, oh yeah, can you just do a biopsy here? There's nothing here, but can you do it? Because I just got this gut feeling. So I made the hole so she can see, oh yeah, I've had this scab here for a while. It's not healing. That's what I said, even though it wasn't true. I know. But I never, ever thought that this was going to come back positive. I'm like, I was just kind of doing it to like prove to myself that I'm okay. I'm done with this. And because I just wanted to be done. And I'm like, but I had this gut feeling and 2 people told me, and I feel like you got to listen to the universe and you meet people for a reason. And for them to say, oh, I had one here and then I had one here, and point to the same spot that I kind of remembered having a lesion that wasn't going away years ago. So yeah, I made the little hole, went in, got a biopsy. Week later, get the phone call, positive. I'm like, really? Seriously? So now I'm at the point where I'm like, I feel like if I make a hole anywhere on my face, it's gonna come back positive. Like, this is just scaring me now. I mean, I have freckles all over me. Look at, I'm just so many years in the sun. Sorry, that was a temporary tattoo I put on. It's not coming off. But I mean, I'm just full of, you can't even, somebody wanted me to go for like photos because one of my dermatologists years ago, she's like, I can't even keep track of all these marks. But everyone I found on my own. You see, you know your skin. You know your skin better than any dermatologist knows your skin. You know when something's wrong. You know when something's not healing. You know when something's new. So you have to be your own advocate and find these little lesions and go and get them biopsied. So this one turns out positive. Can't believe it. Freaked out. I'm like, seriously? So when I go to my dermatologist, I tell her, I'm like, there was really nothing there. I made the mark. I said, now you see it because of the biopsy. So I had a little scab from the biopsy, but there was nothing there and it came back positive. I'm like, how is this? So I thought for sure she was just gonna go in once and it was gonna be gone because there was nothing there. I think she had to go in 3 times on my lip. Crazy. So you'll see the pictures, but that kind of scared me a little bit. So I was at the point where I felt like anything on my face that I make a hole, it's gonna come back positive. So sure enough, I made another hole in my forehead. I just can't help myself. So I think it was like right there. I just saw like a little area. So I'm like, yeah, let me just put a little hole there and go get that biopsied. So I went and got it biopsied, and that one came back as precancerous. So they just want me to use the fluorouracil cream to treat that one, but I'm done right now with holes in my head and scabs and stuff like that. So I'm taking a break. I'll do another video on that when I get to it. One more. So I had a little lesion on my chest. That was the last one. That one was only like 3 weeks ago, so that's healing. I have another one right above it that I'm almost positive is another basal cell, but like I said, I need a little break right now. I did 4 Mohs procedures in 5 months, so I'm just, you know, and every time I do it, I can't work out. Because when you have stitches, you can't really do like strenuous exercise. So it's like for 2 weeks, I'm not working out. So 2 weeks, 4 times over the past 5 months, I couldn't exercise. So that kind of bummed me out a little bit. So I'm taking a break, going away with the children tomorrow. So, and husband, sorry, husband, love you. Going away with the husband and children tomorrow. And actually my parents are coming too. So we're gonna have a nice vacation. Everything's sealed up. I can go in the water, no issues. Yeah, I'm just done for now. This is my face. That's my eyebrow. I don't know if I'm gonna have it anymore. That's where they're gonna do the surgery. That's a pimple that I woke up with. Ignore that. We're at Greenberg Cosmetic Surgery. Hopefully they can save my eyebrow. We'll see. This is what it looked like right before they started. That's the first incision. Then they patch you up, and I went and sat in the truck for a little while. Came back in, they went in again. Even deeper this time. Patched me up again, went back to the truck, waited. Even deeper. This is where it went into the muscle. It was really deep. And that's it. I'm back home, bandaged up. And I had a really, really bad headache that night. I had to ice it to try to ease the pain. So it's Sunday. I had this thing done on Friday. Went to work yesterday, came home from work, was exhausted. Didn't get a chance to shower, so going to shower now. I'm gonna take this off and see what this looks like. I just got like a little shiner down here in the corner of my eye, but not too bad. I'm more concerned about how raised this eyebrow is gonna be, and if I'm gonna need to straighten it out on the other side. I'm taking a look at this thing for the first time. You can see by my face, I'm not too happy. I kind of look like the Bride of Frankenstein. It's gonna be interesting. I use this antibiotic ointment twice a day and just Aquaphor in between to make sure I kept it moist. So I wake up this morning, and I guess I did too much yesterday because look at this thing. And it's a little pussy in the corner there. Nice. Compared to the other side. You can't even see my caruncle. It's like so swollen. I just got yelled at to come and ice my eye and take it easy because I do too much. And so I guess I'm on a timeout right now. All right. So Friday night, I felt like I got hit in the head with a baseball bat, a wooden one. And then Saturday after work, I felt like I got hit in the head with a steel baseball bat or aluminum, or it was worse. And Sunday morning, so I had it done, I was stitched up Friday around like 4 o'clock, 3:30, something like that. So by Sunday morning, I felt better, and that's when I started doing too much, and that's when I woke up with a swollen eye this morning, Monday morning. So I'm rocking it with the zebra Band-Aid, but it's still kind of swollen. I don't know if you can see, I'll zoom in. So I'm gonna keep icing and try to take it easy today. I'm just gonna ice both eyes, it feels good. Now I can't see to stop the video. Here's a close-up of my shiner. So it's day 7. The swelling definitely went down under my eye, which is good. I've been rocking these cute Band-Aids. Everybody loves them. I got them on Amazon. This is like the whole first aid kit. It's called Welly. And these are they're just adorable. Let me show you the different colors inside. Hold on. So they just have all kinds of like tie-dyes and, you know, I've been matching my outfits. They got pink, yellow. They're so cute. They stay on. This was a whole kit. Like this had all different big sizes. It has, this was the first aid kit, so it came with everything. Tape, pain reliever, some kind of antibiotic ointment. Nope. Oh, hydrocortisone cream. Interesting. I didn't really go through it. I was just interested in Band-Aids, but adorable little kits. All right, we're gonna take this off and see what it looks like. Hopefully I'll be getting these stitches out today. Nope, that's it. I think I'm just getting used to it. I think it still looks bad, but I'm just getting used to it. So I'm gonna clean it and cover it with another cute Band-Aid. This is me waiting for my stitches to come out. A little blood on the Band-Aid. It opened up a little when she was taking the stitches out. But she said when I'm home I could leave it uncovered now. Just put antibiotic ointment on twice a day. She said it's not gonna leave a bad scar, but it still looks kinda So this pic is right after I had my lips done, and you can see there's no lesion above my lip at all. I even did a close-up here. This is when I was still swollen, but there's nothing there. Here you can see where they did the biopsy. Right there, it was just a little scar. And now I'm just waiting to get numb. And there's the first incision. Not too bad. So they bandaged me up. I actually went to the bar next door with Jimmy. Second incision. Third incision. Bandaged up again. And then I'm numbing to get stitched up here. There's the stitches happening. And those are my stitches in my lip. I'm just resting a little bit. I just got home. So this was the hardest part. Like, I really couldn't eat. I didn't want to move my lip. I couldn't smile. I couldn't talk. So I basically lived on protein shakes for the first 3 days. The hardest part was not being able to laugh with my crazy family. There's a cute Band-Aid. Taking the bandage off for the first time. Got some steri strips on there. I'm just sizing up the gauze. There's my forehead. That's getting better. Not too bad. And there's my stitches. Cute Band-Aid for work. I got the stitches out. They just put some steri strips on there. This is after the steri strips came off. Not looking too good. It's a few days later. I'm still trying to smile, but I can't. Smile's getting a little bit bigger now. So I had these 2 little lesions on my chest. That was the first one. So that's the first one. And then right above it is a small one there. That's the one he didn't want to biopsy it. I asked him to biopsy both. He said, let's just do one. If that comes back positive, they'll do the other one. So this is me numbing up, waiting to get my next Mohs surgery done. And there's the first incision. And then I'm getting stitched up. I think they went in twice for that one. All stitched up. Back home, bandaged up. That's what it looked like with the steri strips over it. Another different Band-Aid, a little smaller. There's my stitches again. So that's right before I got the stitches out. So she put in this weird stitch like underneath. Like, they took the regular stitches out, but there's this other stitch that like runs through it. So that I just had to wait another week to pull out, and it came right out. So that's after all the stitches are out. All right, I hope I didn't freak anybody out too much with all that footage. Like I said, I love that stuff. If anybody ever has a skin cancer and wants to send me a picture, feel free. I love seeing it. I love stitches. I love removing stitches. I love all that stuff. So that's my journey so far. This journey is not over. I have 2 more spots that I need to get biopsied as soon as, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it right when I come back from vacation or if I'm gonna wait a little bit longer and just take a little more of a break. I'm not sure, but I kind of need to do it before the summer. So this isn't over. I'm sure I'll have another video out down the road about more skin cancers. I hate to say it, but the damage is done for me. I spent years of my life playing beach volleyball, like hours and hours a day. I'll put up some pictures of how tan I used to be. It was my friend's birthday the other day, and I was just looking back at pictures of us together. We were black, like our skin was so tan. We baked in the sun for years. And when you play beach volleyball, there's really no way to keep sunblock on you because you're sweating all day. You're in the ocean, you're sweating, you take a break, you try to dry off and put the sunblock on, but it's like you sweat it right off. It was really hard to even, I wore sunblock, I wore hats, I wore sunglasses. It was really hard to stay protected, but I did the best I can. No regrets. I wouldn't change things. I wouldn't stop all those years of beach volleyball just to not go through this now. I'm safe now. I always wear sunblock. I try to keep a hat on. I'm umbrella at the beach. You know, I'm definitely different now, but I feel that the damage is done from all the years of being in the sun. So if you're young and you're watching this, start to be careful now because I don't feel like this has anything to do with recent sun damage. This is from when I was 20, years in the sun playing volleyball. And plus I grew up at the beach club and we always had boats and we're outdoorsy people, always outside. I hate being stuck inside. I hate the winter. Sun is like my happy place. So the sun, the beach, my happy places cause this unhappy stuff, you know, but you have to live, you know, be safe, but you have to live. No regrets. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Maybe I'll do some footage when we go away. We're going to Kalahari. Maybe I'll do some footage of that, put together like a little keto Kalahari video. All right, guys, see you soon. Bye.